I'm Hannah Lutz, and we're at the Tucson Comic-Con. Yeah, this is the first time that I've ever been to a Comic-Con. It's huge. There's a ton of people here and something really for everyone. I think I really went into this not knowing what to expect, and I think everything caught my eye. There's something, whether you really like comic books, or you like Marvel, or you like Harry Potter, or you don't even know what you like. There's going to be something here for you.
So there's a lot of conventions. They're really like commercialized. They're really oversized, overcrowded. Tucson Comic-Con, while there's plenty of people who come, is really like a family show. The geek community and the disability community is a overlapping Venn diagram a lot of times, and so we really want to make sure that we're taking care of our guests. When we do take that into account, what that means for us is making sure that everything does have ADA access as much as the convention center can, because I know this convention center was built in the 80s and a lot of the build is old-timey. But we do our best to make sure that we have an ADA accessible entrance, that we have medical on board, that we have medical badges. So there's a medical exception badge, so like if somebody has a dog with them, they have to check through medical exception. But we're welcoming, anybody of any ability. The geek community, the disability community, they're both very welcoming of all, and I think that's why it's really overlapping. Our motto is pop culture for all, and we really mean it. That we want to make sure that every single person can come, that there's not a time where we're not inviting you.
I noticed a lot of good things, actually. I saw a sign down there where it showed where I think they have a loop system, because they were showing like an ear. So I think they have something for folks that are hard of hearing there. There was a chair that they put out there. They had put on there for people with disabilities to be able to sit. If they get sore or whatever, and they need to sit down for a little while or get tired. They had sensory rooms. They had like painting and rooms that play games at, a rec room, a quiet room that people could just go and get away from the noise for a little while if it's too much sensory.
The website helps to figure out what to expect and where I, as a blind attendee, could be and find what I want. And I like that. I was able to understand what was going to be here at the convention. I like that there was staff that I could actually speak to. I mean, I know that there's a lot of signage, so obviously sometimes finding the alternative to written signage is something that's going to impact me, so it was nice to be able to find staff to direct us to where to go.
I think what separates Tucson Comic-Con from most other cons is that it has a soul. I believe from its humble beginnings 15 years ago, or 17 years ago, to now, what has been retained is the soul of Tucson. Old Pueblo is just baked into this convention. And the way I could measure that is, I hear that from people. So I hear that people really get that vibe from Tucson Comic-Con. I think the reason it's really important that an event like Tucson Comic-Con that happens on such a scale, to make it accessible for people with different types of challenges, is it's an opportunity for so many different people to come together and to meet. Maybe the actual physical challenge has prevented people from getting into more social interaction. That's not the case here. At Tucson Comic-Con, it's an inclusive environment, and there's a lot of collaboration, there's a lot of friendships struck up. I mean, I would go so far as to say that friendships are made that stay to this day. So obviously we comply with all the ADA rules here at Tucson Convention Center, so there's no reason not to come on out and enjoy it just like everybody else.